Okay guys, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not gonna buy every single arcade 1-up that comes out. Just a few of them, for now. But I couldn't pass up this sale on the Golden Tee cabinet. To me, the cabinet was overpriced when it launched at nearly $500. And it's still been over $400 whenever I would check the price. But finally, here recently, it was on sale at Best Buy for only $299. Only for a short time though, and then it went right back up to $350. So you can find it at pretty much everywhere for that $350 now. So I was a little bummed about missing that $299 sale. But then I found it on Kohl's website, which is kind of odd, I know. I mean, they sell clothes. But anyways, I pulled the trigger since I just sold some stuff, which was great timing. All in all, I only paid about $100 out of pocket, so of course I couldn't pass that up. Now the reason I decided to go with the Golden Tee version is simple. When I was 13, I had a cleaning job for my aunt. She owned a bar/restaurant, so I'd go in early before they opened, get everything swept up before everyone would get there. And this wasn't a huge bar or anything, but they did have a dartboard and a couple games. They had one bar top game that was like cards or something like that, I don't remember. It didn't really interest me. And they also had a Golden Tee arcade. Now since I was a kid, I didn't have much money, and somehow I'd always find quarters on the floor, so I'd collect all those and then go straight to the Golden Tee arcade and start playing. I'd even play with my dad sometimes if he was there. And then eventually I realized later, my dad was the one that was dropping these quarters so that I could play the game. I had my suspicions after a while because normally it would be just a quarter here and there, but then a couple of times he sort of messed up and would drop like a couple dollars worth of quarters. And then I realized, yeah, nobody's gonna drop that many quarters without realizing it. Now for those of you who aren't familiar with this cabinet, here's what's included. You get 4 different games. You've got Golden Tee Classic, which is 2001. You've got Golden Tee 2K, Golden Tee 99, and Golden Tee 98. You also get a light up marquee, which looks really good in person. It also has the upgraded 17-inch LCD screen, which I'm not familiar with what was upgraded, but to me it looks really good. Precision trackball, very similar to the original. You've got original artwork that makes it look like the actual Golden Tee arcade. I sort of feel like the one I played didn't look like this because it was a lot older, but I don't really remember that part. It also comes with a custom riser with matching graphics, which is a must if you get one of these 3/4 size arcade 1-up machines, in my opinion. I'm right around 6 foot or so, and it could be an inch or 2 taller to be perfect, but it's still pretty comfortable for me to play standing up. The height on this one is actually about the same as the Ninja Turtles or NBA Jam cabinets. Both of those come with risers also. Now to me, I think this game would be really good for any sports fan, but I will warn you that anytime you see water, it's like a magnet where the ball always ends up in there. Although it could be the fact that I like to take risks and try to curve the ball around trees, corners, whatever I can do to get the slight advantage, and unfortunately, yeah, it usually goes in the water. But hey, that's actually what makes this game fun. One of the funny things about this game is when you mess up, the golfer will actually break the club over his knee or pound it into the ground, which is pretty realistic really, because that's what I feel like doing after some of these shots.
Golfer 1, trying for par.
Oh yeah. This might be my first par attempt. Slope is down 1, right 1. Yes! So I've been playing this one a little while now, and I can already tell it's going to be one of my favorites. The fact that you've got 4 games to play, and every match seems a little bit different depending on what shots you take. I wish it had the online feature like NBA Jam does, where you can see everyone's high scores, but so far I'm really liking what I see. You also have to be careful when using the trackball, just like the real arcade. If you get too crazy with your shots, yeah, you can hurt your hand. So try not to be too aggressive like I am sometimes. To me, this has to be one of the most underrated arcade games from 1-up so far. So I'm not sure how many more arcade 1-ups I'll be getting, but I sort of want one from each genre of games. So maybe Buck Hunter next, so I'll have a light gun version, Or maybe one of the new fighting games that they just announced, like X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I'm not sure yet, we'll have to see once they're released. Oh, and they just started with pinball games. So it's definitely starting to get pretty interesting in the entire Arcade 1-Up lineup. So whether you're looking to just add to your collection, or you just want a casual arcade game that has a lot of replayability, I definitely check this one out, especially if you can find it on sale like I did. Oh yeah, 298 yards, baby. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.